What do you know about MAAP? M-A-A-P. Got a bag over there with some MAAP in it, and it's my first sample of it. I've ridden a hell of a lot of cycling kit over the years, and I've never heard a bad thing said about what MAAP does. It's an Australian company, and you probably know a lot more about it than I do, other than the fact that I know that it's been making clothing that seems very popular with the road cycling set in 2021. So I'm pretty excited. I've got a bag, I'm going to grab it, I'm going to unbag it, and I'm going to talk about it. Okay, so already in the last couple of months I've unbagged Jai Hindley's Team Sunweb special edition present that I was sent by his father. I created some memories in that. That was an extra small, so that's some clothing I've used. I've been riding Quare for about 7 years, and I keep unbagging that. You've seen that in the past. You've seen me in some Attacker kit and some Rafa kit and some Giordana kit, and I've been wearing a lot of different kit, and part of it is sort of operation dropping a size, operation getting smaller, operation being fit, operation moving from medium back down to small. Here we go. Post bag, not very glamorous, gone. Okay, first commentary. 3 bags, 3 items. I'll get my glasses and I'll be able to read what the labels say, and I can tell you what the kits are, and ta-da. Alright. I think we're all sort of getting used to the contour aesthetic of the MAAP thing. So you see, even on the bag, we've got that. I'm guessing they might be recyclable bags. Warning, this bag is not a toy. Plastic bags can be dangerous, etc, etc. But here's the thing that I was looking for, and that is MAAP is committed to the developing the art and progression of cycling through a considered approach to style, innovation and performance. Okay, that's sort of part of the clothing unbagging of late. You get a little message about what their intentions are, and I like that. It spells it out. So this is the Evade base layout long sleeve jersey in a small. Looking forward to that. What have we got here? It tells me the same thing about commitment, development, innovation, performance, style, and bags not being toys. This is a Team Bib Evo. Sweet. Navy in small. Looks very black. And some socks. Okay, so 3 items. What do they call their socks? It's a Pro Air sock. Sweet. What should we start with? Socks, pretty easy. Let's go. This bag is made of biodegradable material. So, get your socks out, put it in the compost. Right. Ooh, cool. Ooh, nice. White. It's back. Now, out of a little bit of a retro feel the other day, I put on some short, old school cycling socks. Brett Aitken style. You Google it if you like, and it'll make a bit of sense. Anyway, length and more length, and length with ease, so you're not having to hoik those up your ankles. I've come prepared with 0 socks, so let's have a look, and I'm just going to bang them on because I can and because they're pretty. So let's just have a look. A small medium on my legs, reaches. You can sometimes see where my ride sock mark is based on the tan. And this goes about 1 inch and quite a bit over it actually. It goes right up onto my calf, and that's not with a bit of even stretching it. So ta-da! What do you think? They're bloody comfy, and they fit my feet well. Heel goes in, toes go in. Ooh, nice, and a bit of a summer sock. It's quite a light weave. Super duper comfy. If I really stretch it, I can get it halfway up my calf. But I'm not a teenager, so. I'm a 50-year-old man, and I used to wear socks that were that short. And I tell you, they look ridiculous now. But these, that's all style if you ask me. I'll show you those later on. Alright, they feel terrific. Okay, if I have to do a sock comparison, which I can do, they're easier to put on than the Jai Hindley Team Sunweb Special Edition, and they were large. That was like wrestling alligators. Knicks or jersey, what do you want to start with? I'll go the jersey, because it's winter now. Yes, the other day it was 6 degrees in the morning when I went for my pedal. So we've done the bag review, that's biodegradable. Oh, yes, sirree. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Okay. I've only done a couple of long sleeve rides this season because it's April and the weather's just getting cooler because I live in Sydney now. First observations, no zipper. No zipper. That's fine. I've dropped the phone a couple of times, never mind, you don't need to hear that sad story. But I put, for me, the sequence is this: phone in the right pocket, GoPro camera in the middle pocket, wallet in that pocket, and then jostle accordingly when you're either putting kit on or taking kit off. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that label because it's beautiful, but it's sort of distracting. This is literally my first taste of MAAP kit. Made in Lithuania, designed in Australia. Pro Fit Jersey Small. Nice, unobtrusive. Oh, look at that. You like that colour? I do. Now, can you see that texture? That is super duper stretchy. So I think the aim there is to make it fit really well, but not make it really difficult to put on. And I'm just going to show you something on the top of the pockets. They have, it's not unique to MAAP. You have these little dots, and that's just so that the edge of the stitching doesn't become a hole in your jersey, you know, based on stretch and jostling of phones and wallets and na. There's your MAAP styling. That's what we've become used to. And I'll just add a touch. I'm curious to see, that looks a little bit reflective. It's not static printing, okay? So that's not etched into the fabric, it's on top of the fabric. Same with this little strip, just to give that MAAP styling. All right, very nice. Ready? Ooh, it is navy. Ooh, okay. So you got two options with the old bib and brace in the modern world, and that is, do we go like integration here, or do we just go old suspender style? And MAAP's gone old suspender style. And then we'll have a look at some of the detail. Oh, that is really nice. That's just feels like good old-fashioned elastics. See that? Hey, bit of MAAP branding, you can't miss that. Oh yeah, and that feels quite, what's the word, fashion people? I would say hearty. It's quite hearty elastic. And then look at this back on that. Oh, that is pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, we got elastic interface chamois, whatever you want to call it. And now, this is a men's specific one. And do you want me to talk about that, the P word? But anyway, the point of this channel is so that you position your man bits, you put them on, and your man bit stays. I don't want to really demonstrate, but can you just use your imagination, because I don't really want to spell that out too much. But, and then you've got this this front bit. It's a MAAP specific chamois, depending what you call it, and it's all etched in there. Got a little bit of ventilation to keep your bits a bit cool and not sweaty and stinky. And then there's bucket loads of padding. So there's my chamois review. So we've got a bit of a stretch in that stitching. I'm sure people who do more sewing than I do, which is zero, would tell me what that's called, but I don't know. All right, there's my observation. Now, the gripper, Rob, tell them about the gripper, because that's a big essential part of the modern cycling jersey. Holy fat gripper. First of all, again, robust, hearty gripper. There's a little MAAP logo on it, can you see that? And that's pretty Miko. I'm not going to count the panels because I always get it wrong and I don't want to do that in front of the camera, but maybe I'll read about it and tell you how many panels that is, because that used to be the main selling point of knicks. Anyway, now they're complicated and amazing. I'm going to make a little observation here. Oh yes, I was going to say there's no washing instructions, but there is. I'm going to read them to you because basically Lycra don't do hot water. Okay, that's, if you don't do that, if you don't do hot water, you're probably going to get a hell of a lot more life out of them. Okay, care. Max wash temp 30 degrees. Okay, not hot, is it? Do not bleach. It's a shame that has to be spelled out. Do not tumble dry. It's pretty bloody obvious. Do not iron. It's pretty obvious. Do not use softener. Do not dry clean rather. I missed the word. Do not clean, be a bit stinky. Do not soak. Alright, so that's it. Oh, hang on, little message. It doesn't have much of a sideways stretch, but it's got quite a lot of a long way stretch. You see that? Isn't that cool? I like that. Righto, the fitting. I'll be back. You watched my clothing unboxings before, unbaggings. You know what's coming up. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, okay, so there you go. There's smalls, and that's just did a weigh-in, just so that I could give the detail you probably don't really need to know, but 64.5 kilos this morning. And put an undershirt on to spare you the rest of me. But I just thought I'd show you the knicks before I got the jersey on, just to sort of show you how they fit. And I'm going to offer a couple of comments before I go too much further. I've got the Sam Welsford length. You notice that? Socks are getting longer and knicks are getting longer. And the gripper's getting closer and closer to your knee, and I like it. And then I find that that sort of settles into a nice straight line by the time you start pedaling. But, you know, if it's good enough for Sam Welsford, it's good enough for me. So these are a small, and I've got small in pretty much every other brand. And I got to about there on the pull-up, and I was like, ooh. And so that squeezed over my knee, and then just went, boom, stuck, firm into position. So just a real subtle styling, beautiful nice stitching. And I'd say that's a reflective strip, but I'm not going to tell you one way or the other, that's my guess. Chamois feels, actually, considering how hefty it felt off my bum, the padding feels quite subtle. I'll try it on the bike later. I got the watch off for ease of fitting. Now, is there a lot of length on those sleeves for a small jersey or what? The answer is hell of a lot. Hell of a lot. But I'm not on yet. Ooh, look at that. I said about the recent clothing unbagging how in the last 2 years cycle clothing has improved immensely in terms of fit, and that sleeve fitting. I'm glad I did that in front of the camera. Did you notice I did that? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's really, really, really comfy. And I do notice, I want to tell you something. So we've been talking about gripper. So there's the gripper. I'll show you. See that? See the little dots? And they're little silicone-y dots. You know all about it. It's been like that for 100 years, but it's improved a lot lately. So the gripper, as the name might suggest, is meant to grip you. So I've noticed lately, in other product, although this is my first sample of the MAAP, is that the gripper works. So you put it there and then you get in your riding position and it stays there. Oh, how good's that? Look at that. Bit of bike bend, and the zipper's only, I like that. What do you think? What do you think? How's that look? You know, never mind my scabby old sort of chicken chin, but like, look at that. Isn't that nice? Let's do the one-handed touch. Oh, look at that, eh? So, in the middle of a stressful breakaway, oh, I don't even need that, look, keeping that hand there. It's pretty, it's a really, really, like, that's the thing, that's what they're doing these days, is that thick zipper, you know. So you don't get cat caught, you know, doing that mid-ride thing. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of warmth provided by that, but it's certainly the right length. Oh, magic. Oh, look at that. Hey. Wow. There is the ending of my unbagging, and there's only one thing left to do. So I'll sign off in the traditional clothing manner in the right office. You ready? Hang on. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. I promised I'd never dance in front of the camera. That's just jogging on the spot. That works well. Terrific. That's another unbagging, another clothing range.